One of my favorite photographers in the world once said that the young creative person's first road trip is a rite of passage. It's full of challenges, adventures, and opportunities to find out what you're really made of and to see what makes you come alive. To really see how far you're willing to go into the unknown and to let it forever leave a mark on who you are. I've come back to this footage again and again since May of 2016 to tell this story in a way that best represents my first steps outside my known world. This was my first international trip, my first documentary, all shot on the first camera that I fully paid for. Call it a wilderness experience, call it an Instagram vacation, call it whatever you want. But this was the 2-week journey that changed everything for me. It took a lot of energy to get to this moment that you're seeing right now. From an opening shift at my retail job, straight into a late night drive to Atlanta, sunrise flight to Boston, and then around 30 hours laid over with repeated delays and no extra money for a hotel. After spending the night on this dirty tile airport floor, I got some much needed rest on the plane and woke up to this. I didn't know anything about this country. None of us did, except what we saw in the movie The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Eric, Jacob, Aaron, and I had committed to being surprised. This early morning fog just added to that sense of mystery, concealing everything till we got to Reykjavik.
Same. I woke up right before they made the landing announcement.
It's pretty rough. I was watching you sleep periodically. It's funny.
Iceland. That is where we are.
Cyprus terminal. If you intend to rent.
They're going connections. They have connections. We're just walking, so we're good. We're gonna go across to
BSI, you can go.
you guys do whatever.
All right, is this where we part ways?
Yep.
And we'll just I guess text and Wi-Fi or Facebook or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Or Instagram. I use Instagram more.
Currently walking to the first Airbnb, about 11 minutes walk from the bus terminal with these heavy freaking bags.
Or are you filming? Let's go. Come on.
A few months before the trip, I had emailed one of my favorite photographers that lived in the country, Benjamin Hardman, about taking me out to a few of his favorite spots. He agreed, and today was the day. I don't think I spent much time talking in that first hour or so with Benjamin. I was just in awe of this dark volcanic landscape. It was all coated in this bright green moss.
We are going to Snæfellsnes, a peninsula above Reykjavik, a very spiritual place.
Found a waterfall, gonna hike up.
Suss it.
Nice.
What will be at the top?
Let's find out.
That's a sick waterfall.
Oh my gosh.
That's how we go down. I reckon we can get in to it.
All right, give it a shot.
It wasn't until this first stop that I was finally able to slow down for a minute and take everything in. The surreal landscape, the cold humidity, it was incredible, and I don't really know how to put it into words. The Snæfellsnes Peninsula had everything that I could ever want. Snow and ice in the highlands, waterfalls everywhere, and my favorite part, the pure isolation. I think Ben and I saw less than 20 people over the course of that day, and I was really beginning to feel like I was on another world.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy. I'm actually freaked out to get closer.
Oh look, there he goes. not even to the peninsula yet, and we're stopping every 5 minutes because we see stuff that looks incredible. Iceland props. A little bit off the beaten path.
Oh, he's fishing. Probably like shit. In the middle. I'm gonna grab this thing.
Okay. What is that mountain called?
Carney Mountain.
County Mountain.
Sneaky vlogs.
Sneaky vlogs.
It's always the way. Look at that.
A lot of pads. You should fly your drone over that.
Maybe one day. I'll probably have to have a shot of tequila before I do it. It might be a little. Yeah. Birds hate drones.
As the day came to a close, I began to notice something was off. The sun was not going away, and the clock read past 7 or 8 p.m. Benjamin explained that during the summer months, the sun doesn't really set in the Arctic Circle. It just dips below the horizon and comes right back up. I would call my first impression of Iceland an unqualified success. And if you're planning on visiting, Benjamin is a tourism board certified tour guide who regularly hosts workshops and is available for private outings. Ben, if you're watching this, thank you, man, for making my first day one of the best days that I've ever lived. After spending the next couple of days in the city catching up on sleep, the gang got back together to hit the road. They'd seen the pictures that I took in the peninsula, and they were dying to see it for themselves. One thing that we didn't want to do was just go to all the touristy spots. We wanted to forge our own path and discover some unique places along the way. The Golden Circle is a popular route in Iceland for tourists, but is often very packed year-round. We even decided against going to the Blue Lagoon due to the wait and the cost. So we packed up the Jeep and we drove for hours trying to find a golden sand beach that we saw on some obscure travel blog. We never found the beach, but what we did find was better than we could have imagined.
We've been searching for this for 2 hours. 2 hours. And now we found it, and the water feels amazing. It's swim trunks time.
Film or take a picture?
No, it's recording.
Wait, really? Oh, okay.
You can just grab shots from anywhere if you had to.
Yeah, dude, just grab a big pano shot.
Land before time.
As we left the hot springs, the time was approaching midnight. There wasn't a soul in sight on the road. The horses even had laid down to sleep, and it felt like the world had hit this pause button, and the only sound any of us could hear was the wind. We found a winding dirt road that we thought would take us back to the highway, but instead it took us far inland to a place that our GPS didn't even register.
I'm fairly sure that we've arrived in Mordor.
That is great. That is freaking awesome, dude. Oh. God, this thing is hot.
We've encountered a gate. All right, we going?
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
Close the gate.
For like an hour.
It keeps stopping. Yeah, every time. Where are we? We're out in the middle of nowhere.
This is a lava field. It's just covered with pillow moss. So for the past few hours, we've been trying to get to this lake that has a gold sand beach. And I'm not sure if we're ever going to get there. We stop about every 5 minutes because it is just insanely photogenic out here. I mean, look at that. Fun fact about all of that pillow moss, it's actually extremely fragile. And if you step on it, it can take 20 years for it to rebuild itself.
This road is not even on Google Maps, and it's not marked as an F road anywhere in Iceland's directory. So we're literally off the map.
Yes! Nice.
Oh, there's another bait up there. Look at that lake, dude.
Holy gonzo bees.
That is amazing, dude. Would you
Into the
look
river.
at that? That is just.
Oh my God.
Don't be quiet though, people are sleeping.
I reached the photography mecca. Right? The mecca. This is.
Look at this.
Thank you for coming on a trip. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh, there's a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
So this is our idea. We're gonna camp on top of that mountain. We're gonna camp up there? On top of the mountain. How are we gonna get up there? We're gonna climb it. We're gonna climb it. Yes. So we made it up the mountain, and we realized at the top that we didn't have any water. The Jeep is all the way down there. It's a little tiny dot. Let me zoom you in.
I think it's one of these mountains up here that was 600 meters. This is probably more around. I don't know. What do you guys think? 3, 4?
See? See the Jeep right there? There it is. I think this is the first mountain that I've ever actually climbed. Really? Yeah. And you can't call the things in Alabama mountains. They're just little tiny hills. All right, so I've got the tent set up, but I don't think any of us are gonna sleep. I'm pretty sure none of us are going to.
We are way too wired.
Yeah.
And we gotta leave in like 3 hours. So.
I'm pretty sure none of us are gonna walk tomorrow either. So we've got to get to the other side of the island. So I think we might just pack up here pretty soon and head to Akureyri.
Heck yes.
Our body clocks were completely gone at this point, and thankfully the drive up to Akureyri didn't take long. I must have slept at that rental house for 14 hours. I think I passed out just after check-in, and I woke up half an hour before we were supposed to return the keys to the rental office. And we were now entering northern Iceland, which started to exhibit a really stark contrast from where we had come from. Sheer cliffs rose hundreds of feet from this freezing ocean. The wind was unbearable. The mountains got taller, and there were more waterfalls than I'd ever seen in my entire life.
Complete whiteout. Like Eric is handling it like a champ. This isn't the Oregon Trail. You can't just ford a river.
I can do it. Look, there's sheep on the other side.
Please don't.
Aaron, you want some sheep?
No, the sheep jackpot. We passed it already.
All right, which waterfall is this?
Forget how to say it. It's
Eidesfoss or something like that.
Eidesfoss.
Do you know what? Hey, do you know what the waterfall's called?
Actually, Perfect.
Yeah, nailed it. Peace out, that'll do all for us. I'll see you next time. Yeah, dudes. We're fat. We're fat. Pizza diet. Actually, no. We're on a seafood diet, aren't we?
Seafood, we eat it.
And how many more hours do we have to go?
Let's see, we got about an hour till we hit Lagerfeld. Then we got to backtrack a bit to go see Godafoss, sorry. And then we got, see, from Lagerfeld to Godafoss is about an hour. So, see, we got about an hour there, about another hour, and about 2 hours until we hit Godafoss. So,
What are we doing at Godafoss tonight?
camping.
Camping by a waterfall.
Oh yeah, we're gonna shower that thing too. Oh baby.
Good thing they have their own tent. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
We're not going down there, but dude, that is nice.
The keys fell in the water?
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a really good spot because
Oh,
waterfall's right there.
my God. Holy.
All right, tent is finally set up. Man, my bunkmate Eric here, about to get some sleep.
Yes.
Early rise to our next Airbnb. By the way, it's my birthday today. I turned 25. So.
Caught up to me, woo.
What?
Caught up to me, woo.
Woo! 25 tent.
So this was the most relaxed, laid-back part of our journey, so I won't really bore you with a bunch of footage of us sitting around for a few days. But over those next couple of days, we made our way down south to the Jökulsárlón Lagoon, which sits beneath a gigantic glacial flow. The lagoon itself is full of icebergs, and we were fortunate to arrive in the middle of the night because we had the place almost completely to ourselves.
All right, so as you can see, there are huge chunks of ice floating in the water over there, but it's actually not cold out here. Not too bad compared to some of the places that we've been so far. I think the ocean side back near Vesterhorn was actually colder than this.
But there's a rescue boat if we need it.
Yes, there is. We have a duck right over there, an amphibious truck. That's a duck load of ducks right over there. Do we want to get close?
I've already got pretty close. I mean, I was seriously like 10 feet from them earlier.
They pretty docile? We have two duck armadas. One here, one here. Looks like they're on a course to intercept for maximum destruction. Oh, the war calls are going out. Wow, that was intense. All right, and the camping spot location won by a landslide unanimous vote is here at the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. We're gonna be camping on these sand dunes right next to that ocean, right over there. Do you poor and weary travelers need some transportation?
This is gonna have to stop.
Hmm?
We're gonna have to stop right here. Like someone else tried to go through, didn't make it.
Stuck.
So we're out here at Jökulsárlón at, is it like 2 or 3 in the morning?
It's like
2 something? Look at this madness. It is still light out. This is like the one thing I haven't been able to get used to out here is the complete lack of any sort of circadian rhythm. I can't sleep When I do, I sleep for like 15 hours, and it's all because of this. I blame this.
One thing I want to note about this footage is that I didn't do any research about free camping or building fires in Iceland. While free camping is legal with certain restrictions, campfires that aren't on privately owned land are technically illegal. I realized this after making the first cut of the documentary, and I felt horrible. There's obviously nothing I can do about it now except to tell you that it's not a good idea and it can spoil the landscape. In the US, we're very used to water erosion erasing things like tire tracks and whatnot, but that doesn't really happen in Iceland. It doesn't really rain there like it does here, and if you drive off the marked roads, the tire tracks can stay there for 20 or 30 years. It ruins this otherwise untouched landscape for everybody. And with the projections approaching 2 million tourists per year, it would be helpful to the completely overwhelmed rangers and police force if we obeyed the laws. They've got a good thing going for them, and let's not ruin it.
So we've just arrived at the final nature destination on the Iceland trip. What's this fall called?
Selfjalandsfoss.
Selfjalandsfoss.
Selfjalandsfoss, something like that.
As you can see, Jacob has already made his way to the fall. There's Aaron. Say hello, Aaron.
Hello.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Going here, it's gonna get wet.
All right, yeah. Camera gets wet. Bad news.
Bad news.
We are now behind the waterfall. Oh my God. Look at this.
I am soaked. That's amazing. I love it.
At this point, with just a couple of days left on the road, I didn't film as much. And after Seljalandsfoss, I didn't film at all anymore. I wanted to take in with my eyes what I had been kind of living and seeing through my camera for the past week and a half, so this is all I ended up having. It's not perfect, it's not polished or all slow motion shot at 120 frames a second, but this was as real an adventure as I could make it. Iceland is still my favorite place in the world, and I can't wait to return. Thanks for watching.
Try and contain your excitement, Aaron.